Hi, this is Nandi, and today we're going to talk about hair. Hair regulates body temperature, decreases friction, and protects against sunlight. The actual hair has three main components: the cuticle, which is the outermost layer, the cortex, which is below the cuticle and is the thickest layer, and the medulla, which is the innermost and the thinnest layer. Pigment granules are made of melanin, and they determine the color of our hair. Next, we'll talk about the role of hair inside the skin surface and how skin can help supplement hair growth. Imagine hair on the skin as a cake, if you will. The skin surface is the icing, the epidermis is the first layer, the dermis is the second and the largest layer, and the subcutaneous tissue is the lower and second smallest layer. The hair, when it grows, breaks through the skin surface, or the icing of the cake, and it grows from a capillary, and the base of the hair is called a papilla. The capillary supplies nutrients to the hair, as well as something called the sebaceous gland, which is a sac to the side of the hair that releases oil and deposits nutrients into the hair. If the sebaceous gland is clogged, that can cause acne. The cortex contains most of the pigment and is denser towards the cuticle. And there are three stages of hair growth. The first stage is anagen, where hair actively grows. The cells around the follicle rapidly divide and deposit minerals into the hair. Then there's the second stage, which is catagen, where hair grows and changes. This is where the hair becomes visible and it starts breaking through the skin surface. Third is the telogen stage, where the follicle becomes dormant. There are distinct differences between animal and human hair. Animal hair is denser towards the medulla, while human hair is denser towards the cuticle, as well as the medulla is much thicker in animals. The animal medullary index is at least 0.5 or 50% or more of the hair shaft, while humans are 0.33 or less. There are also differences among hair among the races. Caucasoid has medullar variation, as in some strands can have an interrupted medulla, a continuous medulla, or even an absent medulla. Mongoloid has a full cortex in which the medulla and cortex are not distinguishable among each other because it's so pigmented. And Negroid typically has circular texture with a continuous medulla. There are also variations among different body parts and hair. Facial hair has a more smooth but occasionally bumpy cuticle. Head hair has the most scaly and inconsistent cuticle. Arm hair has a flat but continuous cuticle, and pubic hair has a smooth cuticle. A case involving trace evidence is the disappearance of Melissa Brannon in 1989. Melissa Brannon was a 5-year-old girl, and she vanished one night, and fiber was found in suspect Caleb Hughes' car. The fibers were like the ones Melissa was wearing the night she disappeared. Therefore, Hughes was charged with abduction and sentenced to 50 years in prison due to the fact that the fiber matched the clothes of Melissa the night she disappeared.